It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Charlotte Hornets. Taking a look at the Hornets, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. And Kemba Walker, a leader for this team, a catalyst. Kenny, talk about what he brings to the table.
Winning. You know, we saw that at Connecticut where he led his team to the national championship, and he's fearless in the big moment.
And you like his work ethic. He's gotten better every year, a leader by example, Ernie.
And that'll wrap it up. We take you courtside. Thanks for joining us.
Don't you mean tape it up?
You tape it up.
It's time for some hoops at the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder here in downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. For the Oklahoma City Thunder, they come in off a loss to the Golden State Warriors.
And with your defense, one part's your ability, the other, though, is effort, and in that one, they showed neither.
No, there's no question, Greg. I thought their defensive intensity was lacking from the outset. It looked like they were just hoping the other team would miss.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, for decades we have seen elite big men dominate in the paint, but with more and more threes, they now have to cover a lot more ground defensively. So a few executives think the center position may undergo some downsizing in the years to come. Kevin?
Foot speed at a premium. David, as always, thank you. Well, early on, just watching certain veteran players, Doris, continuing to play at a high level after so many years.
And what you love is the great ones seem to adjust their games along the way, and not only adjust their games, but add dimensions, whether it's being able to go down into the low post position if you're a point guard, a two guard, or even a three-man. But the other part of this, Kevin, is the off-the-court stuff. The better nutrition that these guys are being much smarter about, the strength and conditioning programs they're putting themselves through in the offseason. All of that raises the level in the NBA.
So the Hornets win the tip. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Batum. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots it up. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah, I don't think they win without the productivity they got from their bench. That made the difference.
And so it begins, taking control right up front.
Well, don't you love that they seized the lead from the beginning, exactly how you want to start off the game.
Now, here's George. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Warriors in Oakland.
And it was a huge night for him at the other end as well. How about the steals? And he was just a big headache the entire game.
It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Walker the pass to Kidd-Gilchrist. It's stolen by Adams. And it's George finishing it off.
And you're asking for trouble now if you let Paul George get room to run. Excellent transition and superb at getting himself in the right position.
Now here's Walker. A 29-point game for him in the win against Indiana.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw, no good for Walker.
When you think about the Oklahoma City Thunder, you have to start and end the conversation with the historic regular seasons put on by Russell Westbrook. The one thing you have to wonder, has he taken them as far as he can?
Now here's Walker. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
And if you're building a team around Westbrook on paper, Doris, how do you do it?
Well, he's a player, obviously, who needs the basketball in his hands. And if you look at a team like the Rockets, where James Harden is complemented by shooters and a rim runner, you wonder if that's the blueprint for somebody like Russell Westbrook.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Kid Gilchrist drops them both. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Westbrook against Walker. In the corner, it's Morris. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Well, I think it shows you all the hard work Morris has put in to try and extend his range.
Westbrook against Walker. Batum finds Lamb. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Morris outside, right wing. To the middle. Adams' shot is off.
Boy, that's high impact defense in the lane, standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
Boy, the offense is really clicking. 4 for 5 from the field to start. Nice.
Here's Westbrook. He had 25 points last game. He kicks it to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
We know that Russell Westbrook will have the ball in his hands and initiate their offense. And how about that superior passing?
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Batum against George. The kick out to Walker. No good on the triple.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
Now here's Walker. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Walker the pass to Lamb. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Guys, Jeremy Lamb, 2 years at UConn, drafted by the Thunder, but he's come into his own with the Hornets.
Yeah, and what some exec call the second draft, finding young players who, for whatever reason, haven't been able to make an impact with their first team. Sometimes that changes scenery and ability to mature can do wonders for a player.
The first one falls. And Lamb drops them both.
There's that accurate touch of his at the stripe. He is locked in.
Westbrook dishes to Robertson. Back to Westbrook. Unloads from 13. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Boy, they leave an area of the floor totally unprotected, and he lets it go to waste.
Walker finds Lamb. Misses from close range.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
A nice shot by George.
Silky, smooth jumper from Paul George, and he just lets it fly whenever he gets free from that spot.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Charlotte. It's a three-point game. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Lamb. Tries again, and the layup is good. Lamb's got 6 points.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Boy, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
Now, here is Morris. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Here's Robertson. Shot clock at 6. Morris, no good. Pass to Lamb. Good work defensively by Morris. Thunder trailing by 5. Here's the lob to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, simply put it in the vicinity of Steven Adams, and his great hands makes that dunk look easy.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Lamb. A 17-point game for him in the win against Indiana.
Really, he exposed a lot of seams in the defense with his passing, too. That assist total was impressive.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Hornets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Pass to Hernan Gomez. The shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, that's just the kind of tight defense you need to play on him. Any kind of room at all, and he'll bury it.
Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Lamb. They get the rebound. Robertson. It's deflected.
Oh, Kevin, that is a terrific effort by Willie, doing his best to become a better rim protector.
And Lamb kicks to Kid Gilchrist. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here is George. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Adams. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Well, despite his struggles from the field in this period, you know he's going to keep asking for the basketball. This has been absolutely brutal. Missed every shot this quarter. He needs to keep his head up and keep working.
But they get it back. George with no one around. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
Lamb passes to Hernan Gomez. He dishes it to Walker. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Andre Robertson. And then for Charlotte, Cody Zeller's checked in for Hernan Gomez. And Parker's subbed in for Walker. Zeller dishes to Parker. Shoots over Schroeder. Got a hand on it. In the corner, George with it. And a little luck that time, but it drops. George has got 6.
But you love how Paul George gets his feet under him first on these catch and shoot. His pre-shot routine is so important.
Lamb finds Batum. Over Adams. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Steven Adams picks one up.
Nick Batum, a versatile swingman out of France, a solid shooter and able to create for himself and his teammates.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. And for Batum, a steady vet, but a huge contract.
Yeah, and that infamous summer of 2016 with the cap spike. I mean, he's a capable starter, but 5 years, $120 million, boy, that's a pretty penny.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Noel's checked in for Adams. Patterson comes in for Markieff Morris. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for George. That's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And Greg, certainly the knock on Dennis Schroeder is play on the defensive end.
Nobody questions how effective he is on offense. I just think he has a tendency to take a few too many plays off and too many chances on defense. If he wants to be viewed as a top point guard in this league, he'll need to show some consistency on the defensive end.
The first one falls. Bridges, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's tied up with that one.
Well, Dennis Schroeder showed he can handle high usage in an offense. Was the first option for the Hawks this past season. Even with defenses keyed in on him, he was able to average right around 20 points.
We know Noel is a superb shot blocker. It may be his best attribute, Kevin.
Charlotte making a switch here. Batum's checked in. Schroeder kicks to Felton. Out left to the wing. The pass to Patterson. Felton finds Noel. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped. Fast break now for Charlotte. Batum with the 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And with Schroeder, he said he learned how to deal with all that extra defensive attention.
And being able to stay productive when dealing with the best opposing defender goes a long way in the NBA. Schroeder also managed to cut down on his turnovers while taking on more of a playmaker role. Strong year for him offensively, and I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to grow as a player.
The Hornets have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Doris, who are some of the players you watch that get stronger as the game goes on? They're not cut down by fatigue and still have that energy, something left in the tank.
Those guys who show me superhuman strength a la Kevin Harlan. Those guys who come to mind, LeBron James, that's a bad man. It doesn't matter if it's the first minute or the 48th minute. Russell Westbrook is indefatigable. His stamina and his ability to dominate in triple overtime once is absolutely incredible. And then what did we see from Anthony Davis when Boogie Cousins went down? A man who for 48 minutes on both ends is a problem. Those 3 men, Kev.
Endless energy. And Noel throws it down.
Oh, Kev, love the connection Noel has built with his teammates. Smart at knowing when to time that alley-oop.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
For Charlotte, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
That one misses.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Pass to Patterson. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Now just a 1-point Charlotte lead.
Don't you love how Noel just sticks with it? Never gives up on the possession, working really hard for his guys.
Platoon passes to Bridges. Drains the three-pointer. Bridges has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
It's Schroeder with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
So Mack will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Kicks it to Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot from the low post is good. Batum's got 8.
Well, mouse in the house. He recognizes the size advantage and goes right to the rim. Good aggressive play.
Thunder trailing by 4. Outside, Felton. Over to the left wing. Grant finds Schroeder. Oklahoma City moving it around. Three-pointer. Patterson, that's good. Patterson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
To me, when Patrick Patterson is hitting from deep, it makes everything easier for his teammates. He has got tremendous touch.
Mack dishes to Bridges. The fader. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
Oklahoma City's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes it to Patterson. Schroeder, right side. Back to Patterson. And Noel kicks to Grant. No one near Felton as he lets it go. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. And he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Hornets lead by 6. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
You love that they're making the offense work, right? Making every single thing they try to do hard.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, Noel is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Felton. And it's Grant in at the small forward. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much. Nobody near Schroeder. Off target from three-point range. Charlotte leading by 5. And there's the call on Felton. That's his first foul.
When you think about Billy Donovan, to me, he's a guy who values trust and building relationships with players. This guy is not a dictator. He wants to help players grow and develop, and that helps you win.
And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by Grant. 6 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for Oklahoma City.
And their guards have been the ones to really set the tone here tonight with their ability to create shots. You talk about the big fellas. They love to play with guards who try to keep them involved offensively.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. Tony Parker's checked in for the Hornets. And Noel kicks to Grant. Here's Schroeder. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Parker against Felton. Outside Williams. Wants to get it to Zeller and does. Over Noel. And once again off the mark by Charlotte. Thunder have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Parker against Schroeder. And Noel throws it down.
Well, this is where Noel is going to be difficult to guard in the pick and roll. Huge target rolling to the rim.
So Mack will bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 1. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Parker passes to Zeller, feeds to Williams. And good that time. Williams has got 5 points so far.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Shelvin Mack. That's his first foul. A different look for Oklahoma City. George is checked in for Patterson. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Raymond Felton. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's Noel. And another shot. And it's good on the layup. Noel's got the lead up to 1 now for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Parker kicks to Williams. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Westbrook up top. He's covered by Mack. It's deflected, but they'll get another chance.
Russell Westbrook, an absolute terror. Someone who uses his body so well to draw contact.
The Thunder shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've been mediocre all season long. Just about 72% from the line.
And he makes the first. Russell Westbrook's mantra is, why not? Way of daring himself to greater heights.
I think, Kevin, in time, it became a way to build confidence to take on the world. That why not? Who says you can't? He lives by that maxim, and I love it, Kevin.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in. Good on both.
So Russell Westbrook, the man who only got a college scholarship because someone else didn't want it, comes into the NBA as simply an athletic combo guard, has turned himself into one of the NBA's best. What a story, Mr. Harlan.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And Doris, to try and improve the flow of the games, teams now have fewer timeouts. Players have to be faster about retaking the court after stoppages. I'm assuming you're like me, all good things, right?
I agree, Kevin, and I think what people don't know is the impetus from this actually came from the coaches themselves.
Mind the lanes.
Rick Carlisle
Mind the
said,
lanes.
listen, we need to pick up the pace of play because we'd like our games to fit in a certain time frame. And listen, when you've got the leadership at the top in Adam Silver, who always makes clear that game flow is one of his focuses and that this is an entertainment medium and let's please our fans, you're going to make the right choices.
And Parker has such speed and creativity, just causes the defense fits in terms of how to properly guard it.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Toronto, they like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, Charlotte just need to take it a game at a time.
And you know, for the Hornets, it's been a disastrous start to the season for them. They can't buy a win.
Now, they can't really afford to slip any farther down in the standings because, let's face it, they don't have the firepower to dig themselves out of too deep a hole once they're in it.
Hernan Gomez finds Parker. 5 on the clock. 9 feet out. That one a little long.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Noel passes to George. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
Nothing you can do there, Kevin. Paul George has all the tools to rise and fire with a hand in his face.
Parker against Westbrook. Parker's shot is off.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
Well, that's a head scratch. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
Now the feed to Kid Gilchrist. Hernan Gomez. Now here's Lamb. He's tightly guarded.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Oklahoma City trailing. Schroeder outside. On the wing, George. Outside Westbrook. Fires the 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. Westbrook's got 5 now.
I think you've got to respect the catch-and-shoot game of Russell Westbrook. He is excellent at pulling up.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Oh, George is so versatile, Doris. He could play in any system, don't you think?
Oh, I completely concur, Kevin. This is a man who can create offense with the ball in his hands. In a secondary role, we know he can be a knockdown shooter, and we're talking about an elite NBA defender. So any team in the league could use a player like PG.
And the Thunder with some changes. Morris comes in for Noel. And it's Andre Robertson in for Dennis Schroeder. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Walker's checked in. He kicks it to Parker. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. 5 to shoot. Back to Parker. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And here now the Thunder on the inbound. Pass to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock.
Just doesn't seem to have it here in the second quarter.
And it goes down 2 points. And it's a 3-point Thunder lead.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Westbrook against Parker. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Parker's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Parker just super efficient at shooting from inside the paint with shots like that one.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Parker with the steal. Lamb with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Shot's good by Walker. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Parker inside. He's covered by Westbrook. And it's sent back by Morris.
And when Morris is protecting the rim with that kind of effort, what a lift for his group. You see, Markieff Morris to me is a guy I want on my team. He came into the league as a tremendous mid-range shooter, but he understands today's NBA, you need the three-point ball as part of your arsenal, and he's worked to get it. You know he's going to rebound. He's going to defend at a high level. I love Markieff Morris.
That free throw, no good. You're talking about Morris. You need guys on the roster who complement everyone, yet give you consistent production.
Maybe the best attribute of Markieff Morris is the edge he plays with, because when he's engaged, he can give you a level of physicality that's crucial in today's NBA. There's a tough guy attitude that he wears on his sleeve, and I love it.
Parker against Westbrook. And Walker kicks to Hernan Gomez. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Hernan Gomez has got his first points of the game.
Well, Kev, the mid-range game, right? An offensive dimension that could be added if Willie becomes consistent.
Kid Gilchrist against Morris. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Walker with the rebound. Hornets leading by 3. From 15 feet away, Westbrook pulls it in.
His shot's off, but they're still winning. So hats off to his teammates for picking up the slack. What I love about Russell Westbrook is his single-minded pursuit of a championship. But boy, you better bring your game if you're a member of the media. He wants good questions in an orderly fashion.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. And Russell Westbrook with plenty of accolades to his name, but all interview team, Dora, is unlikely to be mentioned there.
Kev, I wouldn't call him loquacious in the postgame. He lets his play do the talking, certainly. And Kevin, that speaks volumes in and of itself.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Charlotte has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Right side to Walker. And the pass to Kid Gilchrist. Walker looking for an opening. Back to Kid Gilchrist. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Morris has got his 4th rebound in this one. Westbrook wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Parker against Westbrook. Parker finds Hernan Gomez. And Adams sends it back. And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Thunder have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8, and he can't get the first one.
Well, you think to Steven Adams, and coming out of New Zealand, playing about 1 year at the University of Pittsburgh, now in his 5th season as a starter for the Thunder. And what a pivotal guy he's become for this franchise.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Walker, bounce pass. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Banked in off the glass. Kid Gilchrist has got 12.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Westbrook passes to Morris. And here's George. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Right side to Walker. Count that bucket.
And you got to like how they're working the ball inside this quarter. They were struggling to do that earlier. Now they're showing the focus to take the ball inside.
One shot.
So it's the Thunder now. It's a three-point game. Outside, George. Batum with the steal. Pass to Walker. Back to Batum. Kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Shot clock at 6. Charlotte moving it around. From deep, Walker. Unable to get that one. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Here's Robertson, guarded by Walker. The shot's good from Robertson.
So aggressive, fighting his way through contact. Andre Robertson determined to score it there.
Batum against George. Here's Parker. Nobody near. Kid Gilchrist buries it from three-point range. Kid Gilchrist has got 5 points in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And they just had it going from deep. Plus, they were efficient about it.
I thought, Greg, masterful ball movement and shooting for them that night. They were draining every three in sight.
And Batum kicks to Parker. Charlotte needs to get a shot up. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, I tell you, still looking for that first three of the second quarter. He had one to open this game in the first.
Hornets with the rebound. Hernan Gomez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Parker drives in. Kid Gilchrist. And it's sent back by Morris. Outside, George. Here's Adams. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
Yeah, I thought he was rushing his shot early on, but not here in the second quarter.
Outside, Walker. Fires from 14. That shot, no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hornets on top, up by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They've got a 2-point lead. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possessions. They did a great job of that in the first half.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them. Strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, everyone. You can see Chesapeake Energy Arena there in the background as the cars stream down I-40. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist has been exceptional here, guys.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Well, he made them pay down there. Uses his size and body well to score close to the bucket.
On the court for Charlotte, Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Batum. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 5 down low. Batum against George. They get a hand on it. Paul George with the steal. Jumps up. And George with the stuff.
Kevin, terrific activity from Paul George. Sticks his long arms in and mucks up the passing lanes.
And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
One shot, gentlemen.
Throw good, Paul George. And Paul George has made it a goal to win Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, he's got tremendous length and quickness, but really his pride at that end of the floor might matter even more. He just takes great pride in being a complete player.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Jeremy Lamb. Down low, stolen by Walker. And Kidd-Gilchrist kicks to Hernan Gomez. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. Oh!
My goodness, is there anything better than watching Westbrook hammer at home? My goodness gracious, Russell.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Outside, Batum. To the inside. Here's Westbrook. Good work there as it goes. Now it's a 5-point Thunder lead.
I tell you, Russell Westbrook has such deft touch. The perfect amount of spin on these floaters. That is pretty, Kev.
Walker finds Hernan Gomez from past the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Nice timing to get up on that shot.
Boy, you can't ask for better defense, Greg. Excellent work getting right into the grill of the shooter.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kemba Walker helped lead UConn to a national title, but it took some time to hit his stride at the NBA level. He finally became an all-star, but his team is rebuilding in Charlotte. Mitch Kupchak is the new general manager, and James Borrego is the new head coach. Guys?
A terrific player, D.A., for sure. Thanks. Kidd-Gilchrist with the steal. And now Kidd-Gilchrist running the floor all by himself.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Here's Westbrook, and it's blocked. Batum scanning the floor. And here's Walker outside. Good on the triple. Walker's got it all tied up now for the Hornets.
Boy, the D just not quite close enough to prevent that three. I mean, you can't give him that kind of space.
Walker against Westbrook. Yep, it counts. Westbrook's got 6 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the Hornets call time here. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
I think one of the things at the top of the list in this timeout discussion has got to be the amount of room they're giving him to operate. You've got to get more bodies on him to try to disrupt his rhythm.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Noel's checked in for Markieff Morris. Grant comes in for George. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Robertson. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Williams comes in for Kid Gilchrist. Bridges, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Mack subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That is his first foul of the game. And so Grant will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The lead is 2. Here's Westbrook. Here's Adams. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Boy, late on rotations, not fighting over screens. 180-degree turn from what they did in the first half.
And Walker kicks to Williams. Passes to Bridges. Charlotte moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Pass to Mack. On deep. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
And you know, he's got the ability, but the question is that really the best shot you can get?
You know, I don't think so, Greg. The defense will give up that deep a shot all day. You got to continue to move the basketball.
And Jeremy Grant, great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jarian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career.
Well, I like how Jeremy Grant continues to work on his game. The jumper is coming along, and he remains an exceptional defensive player.
Walker in the post. He's guarded by Schroeder. Bridges shot. Good.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
The Thunder leading by 4. Westbrook kicks it over to Schroeder. Over Mack. And it's Schroeder missing. Charlotte has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And the dunk by Zeller.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Westbrook passes to Schroeder. Now, here's Grant. He's covered by Mack. The dish now to Bridges. Nobody near Williams. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
To the inside, Noel tips it back in. Noel's got 10.
Boy, I love how Nerlens Noel contributes on the offensive end, putting himself in really good positions to score the basketball.
To the paint, here's Zeller. Lays it up off the glass. Zeller's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And here's Westbrook from the arc. A 3-pointer is right on target. Westbrook's got 9 points now in just the second half. Charlotte calls timeout.
Boy, certain guys, it's just a rough season, right? For Nerlens Noel last year, that was the case. Couldn't get any consistent playing time. And after looking to be finally on the rise, he takes a step back in his development. It's got to be tough.
Tony Parker's checked in for Kemba Walker. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Warriors. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And checking out Oklahoma City, 8 games out.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but just give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
Resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
And with Noel, it's hard as he turned down a big money long-term deal.
It's always a chance you take, right, if you bet on yourself. And the skill set there for Nerlens Noel. Oh! Well, I'll tell you this. Russell Westbrook is absolutely cooking on the offensive end. You can see the opponent's head coaches shaking their heads like, uh-oh.
Mack looking around. He kicks it to Zeller. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Patterson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Parker against Schroeder. Parker with the bounce pass. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Mack. Over Westbrook. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Thunder with the lead. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Westbrook's got 23.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Now here's Matt. He's covered by Westbrook and stolen by Patterson. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break for the finish, and finished off by Westbrook.
Kevin, how fast does Russell Westbrook get off the ground? Defender, you're in trouble.
Now here's Parker. He's got 5. Over to the wing. Bridges kicks to Zeller. Over Noel. Charlotte again missing. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. 6-point game.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
And Noel throws it down.
Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
It's tipped. Inside. Here's Zeller. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Westbrook drives in. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Man, how high does Westbrook get up on these drives? The defense, no choice but to put him at the stripe.
For Oklahoma City, they have been getting it done at the line. 10 for 12.
Two shots.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Felton's checked in. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Batum's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Hornets trail by 9. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Noel against Zeller. Back to Mack. Out to the right wing. Williams trying to break free. And once again off the mark by Charlotte. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Bounce pass Schroeder. Grant. That's good.
This guy is a high percentage shooter from this particular area. Because he can elevate off the floor, it's nice and efficient.
And the Hornets call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
George is checked in for Russell Westbrook. Hornets trail by 11. Parker looking around to end the cold streak, and it's sent back by George.
How about the timing from Paul George on that rejection? Twice on the pipes.
Clock at 4. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And there's the foul. It'll go on Shelvin Mack. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The first free throw is good.
You know, Raymond Felton comes out of North Carolina. He's the 5th overall pick back in 2005. It's incredible to me that this is his 14th season. The first 9 he started. I don't know that people realize that.
Charlotte making a switch here. Kid Gilchrist is checked in. Both free throws good from Felton. Doris, talk about what's kept Felton around this long.
You know what, Kevin? For every organization that Raymond Felton has ever played on, the head coach loves him. And why is that? Well, one, he understands how to run a team from the point guard position. He's a low mistake player that takes great care of the basketball. He's willing to mentor younger players. I would sort of liken him to that game manager quarterback, somebody who you know what you're going to get on a night-by-night basis. And there is huge value to NBA head coaches when you get that.
Dishes it to Schroeder. Offensive rebound. Noel. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Parker finds Zeller. 1:49 left in the third quarter. Here's Batum. Some solid defense from Grant.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Schroeder against Parker. Pass to Mack. And stolen by Noel. Now here's Felton. Guarded closely. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And Charlotte turns it over again. And we see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Noel.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court if he gets it in the paint. That just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
Schroeder outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Hornets trail by 13. Batum passes to Mack. Count it. Mack's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, that's a quality shot. You're in the painted area. Don't get much more of a better look than that.
Felton kicks to Noel. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there. Felton has got 3 assists in the game. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Batum against George. Batum attacking. Misses in close. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pulls it from the elbow. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Schroeder's got 12 in the game. Parker against Schroeder. Parker right side. Shoots over Schroeder. It's deflected. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Thunder lead by 15. 2K. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The forwards, George and Grant. Robertson is out there with Felton. And it's Morris in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's Lamb, and it's denied.
The defense from Andre Robertson is nothing short of sensational.
Here's George. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. George has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Oklahoma City. Out to the wing. Here's Batum, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And he knocks down the first one. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Kemba Walker's checked in for Charlotte. Both good from the line that time. Felton with the ball. Adams outside. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That's foul number 2 for him. It's stolen by Lamb.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And you know, for that Pistons game, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Poked loose. Adams dishes to Felton. Here's Morris. Outside for Felton. Passes it to Robertson. Now here's Adams. Hernan Gomez covering. Clock is at 3. The baseline J. And that one off the back of the rim and in. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
On the wing, Lamb. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got assist number 5 here tonight. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Felton kicks to Adams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Morris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Markieff Morris out of Kansas. A spread 4, as they say.
And able to stripe it from anywhere on the floor. A good secondary scorer who can also create his own shot on the block at times.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And steady from the free throw line. Morris has gotten there less since he's been shooting more threes.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. And he's good on the second. Now Walker. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Hernan Gomez. He dishes it to Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Yeah, easy call.
And that one falls for Batum. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Westbrook. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Westbrook's got 28 points for the game. Hornets trail by 13. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Walker finds Zeller. Here's Lamb. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. The Thunder leading by 13. Westbrook scanning the floor. The pass to Adams. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 8th assist in the game.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And Walker kicks to Lamb. From 13. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Lamb's got 9 points here in the second half. The Thunder have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Batum with the steal. Here's Walker. And the layup's good off the glass.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
And the first one drops. The G League, Doris, growing roster of teams, introduced 2-way contracts last season. Is it safe to call it a official minor league at this point, do you think?
Well, I'm just going to say that I thought this was one of the best changes to the NBA last season. And you look at certain players who went back and forth between the G League, and when they were up with the respective NBA team, they were a significant part of the rotation. Quinn Cook comes to mind. The NBA champion had a two-way player in Quinn Cook, who was a vital part of their G League, and then becomes a vital part of their real-time success. To me, what a tremendous platform for player development, Kevin.
Yeah, the league has gotten it right with this. Inside, and Nicholas Batum with the slam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. On the wing, Morris. He's guarded by Williams. Oklahoma City moving it around. And no good that time. Hornets trail by 9. And it's Walker penetrating. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Walker's got 6 in the quarter.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Yeah, no, not at all. It's a good call, Greg. They need a fresh, new approach here.
Charlotte making a switch here. Zeller's checked in and keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. Even though they're ahead, he said, these guys are capable of catching fire. They can score a lot in a little. I don't want to see anybody easing up until the final whistle, guys.
And it's time for an injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. David?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Charlotte's head athletic trainer. He said he turned his ankle, and it is definitely starting to swell up. And if he were to be out with an injury now, it would really hurt this team, Kevin, because they count on him to do so many things.
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Well, and barring any of those setbacks, Greg, I wouldn't be surprised to see him back ahead of the schedule they've laid out for him.
Batum for 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams is...
He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just 1 in the first.
Here's Lamb. Charlotte no good that time either.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Robertson kicks to George. Here's Robertson. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Hernan Gomez passes to Batum. Excellent D there from George. The Thunder leading by 11. And here's Westbrook. Shoots over Walker. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. 34 points for Russell Westbrook.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Over in the corner, Batum. Kicks it to Zeller. Over Morris. And there's Zeller. That's good on the assist by Batum. Batum's got assist number 5 here tonight. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Morris, no good.
I'll tell you, they've had to look elsewhere for their scoring, and they've gotten it. This guy has had very little impact on the game offensively.
Now, kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. Not sure how he missed that one.
Beyond the arc. Unable to get that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. On the wing, Lamb. Back to Walker. Right wing, and a wide open look for Zeller. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. The Thunder leading by 11. In the corner, it's Westbrook. They get it back. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Adams has got 6 points in the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
By himself, and it's Paul George with the finish.
You know, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
There's Walker with the three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Charlotte. Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Westbrook. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. Here's Lamb. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Lamb's got 11 in the second half. The Thunder shooting well, 50% from the floor. Westbrook kicks to Robertson. It's George on the wing. The Thunder with another miss.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Stolen by George. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Robertson, covered by Lamb. Here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Lamb's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On the wing, Batum. Off target with his 3.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
Andre Robertson played power forward, Doris, at Colorado. He has slid all the way down to shooting guard in the NBA.
Well, I like that you used the word guarding, because that is why Andre Robertson is in the NBA. He is an elite defensive player. He can guard across multiple positions. And you think about who he's matching up with on a night-by-night basis. Whether it's 1s, 2s, or 3s, this is one of the more disruptive defenders we have ever seen.
And timeout call. James Borrego has had enough.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Steven Adams.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
After 2 straight losses, they switched it up a bit tonight, giving him a much bigger role, and it's worked out even better than they could have hoped for.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Westbrook against Walker. Adams outside. Right side, Westbrook. Drains it from beyond the arc. Westbrook's got 37.
It feels like that one could be the dagger. Not enough time to completely erase this deficit.
Well, Greg, it's going to be tough, that's for sure. A shot like that has to devastate the other team.
Kid Gilchrist dishes to Batum, and he banks in the layup. Batum's got 10 points here in the second half.
I don't think the pass could be better placed. That's a great assist.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Thunder.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Steven Adams.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
And it's good, 2 points.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
I think that's exactly the mentality you have to have. You don't want to give this team any hope of coming back.
The shot's good.
And guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Right. Frustrating for sure, Greg. I don't think they'll be able to mount a comeback at this point.
Morris outside. Again, Oklahoma City.
Up by double digits, little time remaining. Way to defend your house.
Well, this is what you call taking care of your business, showing dominance on their home floor. What an excellent effort.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Shot's good by Walker.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Walker against Westbrook. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.